because the system we have in place now, you go to the executive for whatever you need. Why the National Assembly enjoys this autonomy? That is why you don't see too much of going of either the Senate President or Speaker to the President for needs of the House or the members. But in the State House of Assembly, we have these challenges. So we now look at it, how can we make ourselves, a bit financially independent? We pass a law which we call self-accounting law. This law ensures transparency, openness in administration and financial administration of the House. It's so transparent. Everything is done in an open way. You cannot be a speaker that you could have or you control. No. There is a system in place. You don't even need to be involved. The system will run, and money given to the House will be transparently expended for the purpose of what it is meant for. This is part of to ensure that we are accountable financially and even in our stewardship. Many people have this kind of notion that House of Assembly is more or less an appendage of the executive. But from my point of view, the relationship you have between the executive and the House is that of husband and wife. If you want your family to be stable, progressive, sustainable, and prosperous, if you engage yourself, that means the husband and wife, in crisis, in recurrent situation, you can't talk of peace. You can't talk of progress in that family. Oyo State has been the only state in the Southwest that has experienced crisis all through in the House of Assembly. And this retarded our development until this administration comes on board. So, you engage the executive constructively without making unnecessary confrontation or to show that, yes, we are fighting. The people expect this kind of altercations, condemnation openly. But that was not what the law required. Whenever you see any wrongdoing anywhere, either from the executive or the agencies, we have committee. They will meet with them and they will ask them that you have done this. This is not what the law says. And in fairness to the executive, they take to our advice and corrections. So we disagree, but not openly. By virtue of my training, I'm a lawyer. I cannot close my eyes to any illegality or any unlawful act. So even before it gets to the members, once I see it, I will tell them this is not the proper way to do it. I return their paper and I will say, go and do it this way. I'll write them, cite relevant law, which they've not complied with. And they will reason along with it, since we are saying the truth. So people expect that kind of confrontation, open attack. It won't help us. It won't help the system, and it won't help the state. So if we are there for the interests of the people, we must work genuinely with commitment to show that we are for the people, not for somebody out there who want to influence our activities in the House. So these are many things that many people feel. In Lagos State, have you ever seen or you read it in that the Speaker of the House are fighting the governor? And you can see the bane of our development in this state is lack of legislative stability in the House. The states suffer a lot of instability in the house, and that contributed to our slow pace of development. You can see consistently in Lagos State, the house have experienced uninterrupted, crisis-free legislative regime. That has not been the case. Legislative arm of government require experience. It requires people of different intelligent, people of professional background. It's not like an executive that the professionals are there with him. They work for him. He will get advice and will move on. We are expected to make laws. In Lagos State, you have members that have served not one, not two, not three. Since 1999, they've been in that system. But here, hardly you will see one or two return. Then you start training for the new members. So you start telling them how to go about their legislative responsibility. But in other climes, where they've enjoyed legislative stability, you see very well that everything is moving on. They even know the modus operandi of governance more than the governor, because they've been there before him. They will tell him that this is not what the law says. So this is part of what we are trying to achieve as far as this 8th Assembly is concerned. It's not about making noise. It's not about attacking people. It's not about open confrontation, but you use more of your brain, what I can say, a common sense, to achieve your goal without rocking the boat.
I had to run away and hide. Something happened in the middle of the night. If I came inside without a sound, suddenly my life was turning upside down. All that I could feel was pain, and strangers came and took my soul away. Like a deadly hurricane, I know my life will never be the same. Where do you go when you're by yourself? Who comes along